Hey guys, Bandit here, and today I'm going to be going through all the fake idols played in Survivor and talking about their successes in the past. Even unsuccessful attempts, or hell, even fake idols that didn't make it up on TV will be addressed here. As always, if you enjoy this, leave a like on the video, but let's get into this as always. Starting us off is Guatemala Season 11, the first ever season in Survivor to have a hidden immunity idol. Gary Hogboom found the idol but carved a star on a piece of wood and hid it where he found the original idol to cover his tracks. This allowed him to make sure nobody would announce the idol was found if they searched the entire island, and thus putting Gary in potential jeopardy. The next one was out of the show but was revealed in a secret scene in a later interview. Austin Carty went to exile and faked having an idol, and through that hoped he would not be voted out with the idol as a deterrent. However, coming back to the tribe, he had a change of heart, gave up on the plan, and was voted out shortly after. Next up is Yowman in Survivor Fiji, who made up his own fake idol. This one was created by painting a face onto a coconut shell and writing the abbreviation of Immunity Idol, or II, on the back of it. Again, this had no real effect on the game, much like the past two men. These first three fake idols were largely useless in the earliest of seasons in this video, but fortunately things do end up picking up. Perhaps the most iconic hidden immunity idol that is fake comes from Ozzy in Micronesia, where he stripped a stick, hid it in the garments he found his own hidden immunity idol in, and waited. Eventually, fan Jason Siska found it and seemed to be convinced it was the idol. Eliza wasn't convinced, but played it because she knew she was getting voted out that night, and she might as well play it rather than getting voted out just without anything. Again, it was fake, and that led Ozzy revealing he had the idol from exile. Eliza was voted out, and the fake idol showed Jason's naivety and further cemented him as on the bottom. Next up in the following season, Survivor Gabon, Bob Crowley introduced himself as somewhat of an idol connoisseur. He finally created idols that weren't just sticks or easily deciphered fakes, but were actually really good fake idols. He spent a lot of time on them and they looked authentic, and which is why I made him the individual in the thumbnail. He set the bar high, and a brand new expectation was created on how individuals should make a fake hidden immunity idol. And again, production even copied this, trying to tie its hidden immunity idols into the Bob Crowley ways. Again, not initially, but coming into the 30s of seasons, and even later on, there have been a lot of idols that have consisted of feathers and beads and shells and things like that. All of them that are easily accessible to players, and also that Bob Crowley used in his very own hidden immunity idols. The first one he created was given to Randy to give him false hope, and he, of course, played it at a tribal council since it looked the part. It turned out it was fake, however, and Randy, even more pissed than he was before that, left tribal. The second one, despite not appearing on the slide, was the more important one. Bob used the second one to fool Kenny and Crystal, and they split the votes onto Matty and Corinne. Corinne, Bob's ally, was voted out, but Sugar was pissed at Kenny and Crystal, and so division was caused, which was perfect for Bob and allowed him to potentially have shields going forward if he didn't win immunity. Taj hid a fake hidden immunity idol after finding the real one. Joe found it, but ultimately, due to an infection around his knee area, he needed to be medically evacuated, and nothing came of it. In Heroes vs Villains, Russell made a fake idol and tried to get Jerry to play it, but she refused so. Due to these instances both having underwhelming results, they both lie here. In Survivor Heroes vs Villains, again, Rupert knew he was going to be in trouble. The heroes were getting picked off come merge. First it was JT, and then it was Amanda. Rupert placed a rock in his pocket in Tribal to bluff an idol, and funnily enough it worked. It scared the villains enough to split the votes onto him and Candace. Candace was seen as a flipper, and neither Colby nor Rupert liked her, and they were happy to put votes on her. Candace was voted out, and this was the first true time a fake idol or idol bluff truly changed the course of the game and how an individual would actually have survivability within that game. As Rupert, who was supposed to be voted out 8th, instead managed to make it to 6th place in the game. Following on from that, in the Philippines, Abby Maria claimed to have the fourth idol in the game to protect herself with the final five. She used the scroll container she won in an auction to add further legitimacy to this fake idol, but nobody believed her and she was voted out unanimously. Never throw a coconut at a paedophile, kids. In San Juan del Sur, Val attempted to bluff having two idols and even made a tangible fake one. She hoped by showing people this, she would divert votes from her. Dale Wentworth found a small emblem and attempted to disguise it as a hidden immunity idol. He wanted to get back at Missy and Beeler, who were arguably the two most influential people in voting out his daughter, Kelly Wentworth. He also tried to flip people onto them, but he was still voted out. That being said, the majority may have actually feared his fake idol as they proceeded to split the votes 3-2-1. Joe Anglim had an idol clue, but when Mike suspected him of having the idol, and when he didn't win the immunity challenge and the immunity necklace that comes with it, he decided to make his own idol. Everyone thought he had it, so if he made a fake idol, they would legitimately fear all their votes being blocked if cast against Joe. Joe handed the idol to Mike, hoping he could flip the votes onto Jenna rather than him, but Mike played the idol, and like he suspected, it was fake. All votes cast against Will, who Mike played this idol on, still counted, and Joe, in the ultimate downfall, was also voted out at that tribal council. At the final five in Cambodia, Spencer, Atasha, and Jeremy ruled the majority. Kelly Wentworth was their biggest target, but she won individual immunity, and so Keith was the obvious choice. Kelly made him a fake idol for Keith and told him to play it. She hoped this would flip Jeremy through this, but Keith didn't play the idol, and no one believed the idol was real anyway. Keith was eliminated, and Kelly followed shortly after, unfortunately. In Millennials vs Generation X, David Wright crafted a fake idol and hid it under a coloured coconut. He hoped this idol would fish someone out, thus allowing him to see who was truthful and who was disloyal to him. Jay found the idol and was relieved to have safety, as he had to use an idol at the previous tribal council to save himself. He stopped searching for any other idols and played it at the final 6 tribal council. He was voted out unanimously, and to add insult to injury, Ken blocked his one and only vote cast by Jay through the legacy advantage he was willed by Jessica. Jacob lied about having an idol in Ghost Island that he got when he visited the island itself. He failed to provide parchment to the members of the tribe, however, and further incriminated himself by telling Stephanie on the tribe the idol was fake. The tribe still split the votes onto James, so it wasn't a complete fail, but he was still voted out. Dominic found an idol on his old tribe and made another one which was fake. He used the idol to convince Chris he'd play it for him and prove he was trustworthy, only for him to actually not be. Finally, Wendell himself created a fake idol later in the game to deter people from voting him. This was more of a negative for Wendell, however, as Jonathan watched him and Dominic make the idol and didn't trust either of them anymore from that point on. In Heroes vs Healers vs Hustlers, Ben Driebergen created a fake idol and hoped to fool Chrissy with it. He eventually decided not to go through with the idea and took the idol away shortly after. Angelina made a fake idol for Allison to lull her into a false sense of security, but Allison was going home anyway, so even though she played it and it was fake, she knew she might as well play it, because if she didn't play it and it was real and the 1% chance that it was, then she'd look like a complete idiot. Nick placed a fake idol under a raft he was lying on and found it in front of half of the tribe that were there the night with him. With apparently 2 idols, Nick tried to stop anyone from voting him and assumed a bulletproof position. He, however, burned his fake and real idol at the final 7 tribal council both together, so this also wasn't a great showing in my opinion. In Edge of Extinction, Rick hid 2 fake idols which fooled both Lauren and Julie and allowed him more time to find the idol himself when the 2 females thought they had both found the idols at the final 5. A tribal lore implied her fake idol, but the idea broke apart as the idol was revealed to have no power, and so she was voted out at the final five. Two other events happened in the Island of Idols, where Jason played a fake hidden immunity idol before being voted out, and finally, in Winners at War, Tony made a fake idol who used this to provoke trust in Nick and allowed Sarah to scare Natalie into voting Ben over her. Ultimately, I think it's safe to say that there aren't that many influential fake idol plays in Survivor. However, it seems to be a really good idea if you're on the bottom and you're largely certain that people are going to be voting for you. It can at least act as a deterrence, as we saw from Cambodia with Kelly to Heroes versus Villains with Rupert, which actually ended up working, so it does show at least some legitimacy in that strategy. However, I think the most effective way to use a fake hidden immunity idol is like Ozzy or David, where you just put it out in the wild and you see who picks it up, and then you hope that those individuals get reliant on their hidden immunity idol and then it falls through for them, thus allowing them to be voted for. Again, fake hidden immunity idols are fun in Survivor, and I feel like if they are pulled off well, they can be really enjoyable to watch, such as Jay getting the fake hidden immunity idol in Millennials versus Generation X. But that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on this video. Again, every single like on my video helps me out so much, lets me know you guys are enjoying my content, and really gives me that drive to keep uploading content onto my YouTube channel every single week. Again, if you feel like you enjoy this content, maybe go check out the description of this video. I do post a few videos that I feel like you guys would enjoy, or else you can just go browse the channel, see if there's anything that you do like. And if you feel like eventually after watching those videos you do ultimately enjoy the content on my channel, then maybe consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Again, I do upload every single week on the Wednesday and Thursday times around 6 p.m. BST. But if you're forgetful like me, then definitely having that notification bell that notifies you every single time I upload is most definitely useful. And also leave down in the comments any positive or negative feedback. Again, I've grown to really appreciate the feedback that a lot of people have provided on my channel. So if you do feel like there's something that's bothering you about my videos or something that you really do enjoy about them, then please make sure to put them down in the comments. Again, any sort of feedback is really appreciated, again, because this is quite new content still on my channel, and I'm still trying to find what kind of content I enjoy and my fan base enjoy. But that's me, guys. I don't want to go on any longer. Just the support on my channel has been great, so thank you all for everything you've been doing. I really do appreciate it. But that's me, guys. I've been Bandit. You guys have been awesome. And peace!